Good afternoon. I hope everybody enjoyed their lunch today. Whew. I had one of those barbecue bacon burgers from Brahms. Oh, that's so cute. A BBB. So the bacon, barbecue bacon burger from Brahms. So it's the quadruple B. And a Sprite. I love my Sprite. Fries were just a little bit on the salty side, so I had to kind of like put them to the side. Here's some smudge for you. Just let it fill your metaphoric self, clearing yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And then I'll do mine. Just like to make sure that I clear my mouth and that my words will be filled with integrity and truths. And I'm using that Spellcasting Deck again. I love this deck. It's a fun deck to use. Everyone's having a wonderful Friday afternoon. I still have sessions available for the weekend cash clinic. Okay. Got some. I'm using that spellcasting deck. I don't know. I used it this morning on the Friday. And when I went to kind of like choose whatever deck I might be using for the energy forecast for the weekend, it was like, nah, use the spellcasting deck again. It's a good one for Halloween. It is a good deck for Halloween. Okay. Okay, that one. Let's see if we've got anything else. And A, B, C, D. Okay. And it'll come out if it needs to, and if it hasn't come out. Okay, that one kind of turned. No, not feeling it. Okay. All right. I guess we got our cards. So, this is our setup here. Again, we're using the spellcasting deck. Animals. Okay. And, oh, how funny. Okay, and so we're using the spellcaster deck, and it's for this weekend, and let's rock and roll. I'm laughing because the energy, when I look at this card, it was, it says animals. And I'm like, animals, and it was no instinct. Animal instinct, being very, very primitive, that you go by instinct. So this energy that's coming in this weekend has focus on our primal instincts. She's kind of pretty too, isn't she? Got the moon, we've got a dove there, and then we have that lone wolf. Oh, look. And it's like right there, you see the jaguar, black jaguar, but it almost looks like cat eyes in the shadow there. There's your owl. So, this is a very, very intense little energy when we talk about our primal instinct. Now, our obstacle here, and this is this card right here. This is our obstacle, is lighten your load, but it's upside down. So this is in reference to that you're carrying a lot of stuff on your platter, and a lot of people may not notice that they're carrying a lot of this stuff on their platter per se, meaning their body, and they'll be experiencing some neck and shoulder issues. So a lot of times if we're trying to shove that emotion with carrying a heavy burden or heavy load, a lot of times we'll shove that emotion into those muscles. So kind of think about, okay, how am I feeling? What is my body feeling like when we're talking about this reading here? So this lighten your load. So we have this energy of primal instinct coming in, and then we are carrying like a heavy burdens or heavy load on our yoke, our shoulders, and we're trying to manage through this. Now, I like this card here because this is a really, really strong card in what I call the help card or the assistance card. So when we're looking at this, we have the freedom to choose. And I'm getting, you have the freedom to choose your battles. You have the freedom to choose your joys just as equally as you do to those battles. So it's like, what are you choosing to bring into your life to kind of eliminate or offset that burden that you feel? So there's a lot of freedom to start making choices, or what I'm going to say, better choices for ourselves here. All right, so where does this start leading us to? And I'm like, sometimes we have to just kind of have a little bit of blind faith, a little bit of blind faith, and just go with the fact that you're not getting those answers, that you've asked questions and maybe you've received everything but the answers to the questions that you have. So now you have even more questions about how things flow and how things grow. And that's what this is alluding to here, is that, yeah, you really don't you have more questions now than you did before. And that's kind of putting you a little bit slower. Oh, God. Yeah, slower. In your movement as you grow. So you're trying to get to a particular level, a particular place, an area in your life you're working on. And as you are getting focused and working on that, you're getting more questions than you do answers. So it's kind of like, none of my questions are being answered, and now I've got 50 more. So this is slowing you down. And I'm not saying like ditch the questions, but what you really want to do is look at, and I'm going to say it like this, look at the intention behind the questions. Is it something that you're questioning more of your ability to move forward, or are you seriously questioning what you don't understand about the external forces that are going on? Now, I've seen this card twice today. I love this card. Reconciliation. So all is not lost. All is not lost. You're probably not going to get the answers to the questions that you have, but all is not lost. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of like best not to know the history behind something. Sometimes it's not the most coolest scenario to be privy to some information, and that's why you're not getting the answers. It's more about the answers really have nothing to do with you, but they'll disturb you in some kind of way. Ooh. It's kind of like, we really don't need to see the crime scene of a gruesome murder. No, we really... all we need to know is that she was murdered or he was murdered. We don't need to know the details. It's like, yeah, some things are better left unknown. And that's what this, in reference to those questions. So reconciliation brings things back into a balance. I'm not getting it as in like, oh, you're going to reconcile with a particular person. I'm getting this is about energy, and you're going to get into a sense of balance. Okay, what am I getting on this? Let me look at this next one. Family and truth. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so you, with me, you saw that little sneak peek into the truth, right? Because what I got, the first little flash was, like, family coming together. But I was like, but there's a change. And so when the truth comes in, I'm like, so yeah, somebody makes a confession in the family. And you know what? I don't have a card for that, so let's, after that. Okay, so in essence, what happens here is that something about the family, looking here, something about the family comes out, a truth comes out, and is made apparent. This was the card that like popped out of the deck, and it came out exactly like this. Transformation upside down. So this truth that comes out does more for shock value than it does for personal or communal growth. That's the nice way to say it. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, do you really want to mess up our Halloween with some bad news? Or something. Yeah. But anyway, that's what's kind of said through there. I'm not going to say it's bad news. I'm just going to say it has more for shock value than anything else. And it's not going to make a major change, but it'll be like a holy cow, I didn't see that coming. Okay, that's another nice way, and probably a more positive way to look at it, is that we can look at it as something that we didn't see coming. Yeah. So do not forget to get your chakras balanced. Let go or release some of that rage. I've got weekend specials going on. You can text me, 405-549-3766. to schedule, and we'll get you rocking and a rolling on that this weekend. I've got sessions available Saturday and Sunday, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Peace, love, and harmony. Do me a favor, love the video, comment something cool, and don't forget to share it. Peace.